WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando. XL
1067. Wake up Orlando, the sun is on fire. Johnny's house blazing, we taking it higher. Hall of Fame legend Johnny Magic's flow. On XL 1067, running the whole show. Brian bringing jokes like a stand-up ninja. Punchline so sharp they cut when they hit ya. Ray got no filter, she might just explode. What will she say next? Nobody knows. Mary's on the socials, the queen of the clicks. Spinning reels like a DJ turning those tricks. Johnny drives the train, we almost off the tracks. Orlando is ours, yeah, we taking it back. XL's the fire, Johnny's house is the spark. We the voice of the city, we light up the dark. On your drive while you hustle, while you break and you grind. It's Orlando's #1, always on top. This is Johnny's house, feel that energy rise. The #1 morning show, lighting up the skies. Turn the volume up, put your hands to the beat. Orlando's life pulse right on your street.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 6 o'clock and it is Friday, y'all. It's going to be the rain like yesterday. Mostly sunny, rain, thunderstorms. People that are getting it bad. I mean, the storm's hitting hard.
It rained heavy at my house last night.
Wow. Mostly other than that, mostly sunny. High today of 87. Right now, 71.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so we got our first look at the new Holy Father, the Pope, yesterday.
Yeah!
The new Pope, and he is American, y'all.
From Chicago.
Yep. So if you saw any Chicagoans yesterday, they were praising the fact that they have the new Pope now. So what they were saying is that his name is Robert Prevost. He walked out onto the balcony in St. Peter's Square, overlooking thousands of people at the Vatican City yesterday as they announced it, and people were just over the top excited.
I mean, he's the Pope.
Yes.
I mean, he's considered the holiest man on the earth. But whoever you are, if it's your first time, open up a balcony. Yeah. And there's hundreds of thousands of people. And he just kept his composure, like, how y'all doing?
Oh, yeah. If you saw the memes and stuff yesterday of him walking up on the balcony and the like gangster music playing, like he just like
they put the background song of the Chicago Bulls opening.
Yes, yes.
I was like, that's perfect.
It's not perfect. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like people
we
that
like
don't
ruin
understand what the Pope is all about don't realize that you're actually mocking someone's religion.
Yeah.
1.3 billion people. That's why I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
If I don't know a lot about it, I'm willing to say that, but I wouldn't make a meme about it.
I know. I wish my grandpa was still alive because, like, we're Catholic and he would be able to tell me everything.
I know.
But
He was just sitting there like, how y'all doing? Like, yes, like, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have been like, what?
I know. Like,
somebody scream!
My people.
Yeah, I get it.
So, the word is that Justin Bieber actually went to Iceland with his crew to record some new music. So
he was hitting that bong hard.
Yes, he was.
Really?
He likes to smoke. He does like to smoke.
I mean, it was an industrial size.
Really?
Yeah.
So, as you know, Justin Bieber skipped out on the Met Gala. Obviously, he was watching his hockey games and all that stuff. That's why he wasn't there. But he was in Iceland with his crew working on new music. He seemed at peace, and the Iceland setting seemed to be like the perfect retreat. The pictures and videos are gorgeous of Iceland where he was. He was at a luxury lodge at the edge of the Arctic Circle.
Wow.
Yes,
well, I mean,
it was a detached recording studio. If you saw the background, it looks so fake.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get some work done and just be focused on what you're doing, go to a recording studio in Iceland.
Yeah,
right.
Because you got to, people got to take some trips and planes and boats to get to you.
So I guess like this luxury lodge, they have like the cold plunge that you can do, the fireside sauna session, snowboarding, of course. But yeah, he's a big fan of Iceland. He did his "I'll Show You There" music video over there in 2015.
But some countries don't play with. I mean, even though marijuana here is, you can.
Well, he needs to reassess his crew because the video I saw, it was like somebody inside the room was shooting it through the sliding glass door of him on the balcony.
Okay.
So
really?
He doesn't even know he's being recorded.
Oh, no.
So that's someone in his own circle. It'd be like if I was over here on the side recording you while you're doing something and then I posted it.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to reassess.
I was gonna say, I'm sure that like if he does see that, he'll lose his mind. But Brie Larson, if you're a fan of her, she's releasing a cookbook with her best friend, a chef named Courtney McBroom. So there you go. It's called Party People, and it won't just be all about recipes. Be about entertaining. So it's about knowing how to cook things confidently so that you can enjoy your party. The recipes are based off of like those that you can maximize, obviously, depending on the number of guests. So Party People is coming out in fall if you're a Brie Larson
But
fan.
here's my thing. It's just like me. I say, listen, I'm going to be a designer with my designer friend.
Yeah.
Right.
The designer friend is doing all the work.
Well, like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know Snoop just eats the stuff and she cooks it. But
Although his From Crook to Cook does have some ghetto recipes that Martha Stewart wouldn't make.
that is the best title for a cookbook. From Crook to Cook. Are you kidding me? So it is Friday, and we usually talk about new movies, which we will later on, but there's actually new music that's coming out today. There's a lot for recreational use only. This is Blake Shelton. This is his 13th album, but Gwen Stefani, of course, is on there. Counting Crows, if you're a fan of them. Kali Uchis. This is her 5th album. She's got that coming out. 98 Degrees.
Oh,
this
really?
is their 7th album. It's called Full Circle. That's coming out today. So if you want to check it out.
Really? I heard like that the Will Smith album that came out a couple weeks ago only sold like 6,000 copies.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like nobody
People didn't
really,
know about
Yeah,
Music's just different.
It
Because
is.
now you can get one song that you love. You don't need to buy all that stuff.
I agree.
It's true.
6,000. I think I can cut something to get.
We can try.
Do it.
We'll drop our show intro. See if we
Really?
can sell 6,000
I
copies
believe you can sell.
for Baby DJ. Or
Yeah, I believe that, man. All right, 6:05 updates on the way on Johnny's House. 6:19, that's Crime for Me, the weekend on Johnny's House on a Friday morning, where just like yesterday is going to be mostly sunny. And then the storms are going to come in later on. 70% chance of rain, 87 is a high. It is 71 right now. Let's see. He left the meeting we had here yesterday, had to take the kid to school because he had an exam that he had to take. And then I went home, did a little work, picked him up. Drove around because I'm like, I don't feel like cooking tonight. Ain't no smorgasbord. So we had to go find something to eat. So around rush hour, I'm driving around going, oh my goodness. It took us an hour and a half to get back home trying to find get something to eat. And then I was exhausted because I was up the night before because the lights went out. So I was up since midnight. So after dinner, I said, hey, I'm going to bed. Amuse yourself. Turn the lights off. Right. I'll see them all. And that was pretty much it. Ray, how about you?
It was good. We had that little meeting about some future stuff. And then I went to the gym for a little bit. And then I did get like a 20-minute nap.
You get any storms over there?
Yeah. So it was pretty bad. Like later on, though, wasn't all day.
Yeah.
Wasn't all day, like y'all mentioned. Just going to say.
Look, if I read what they do now, because I'm sure they said rain between 11 and 2, then some showers and thunderstorms lightly between 2 and 5. And then after that, they don't tell you what's going on. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then after that, I hung out with my sister and the girlfriend, and that's pretty much it.
Well, listen, you know where we get weather from. So if you're listening to me,
I just like to give you a hard time.
I get temperatures from you.
I just like to let the people know that you're wrong. I'm just kidding.
A few years ago, I switched to this site because the other one we used started going sideways.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time to find a new one.
We might have to go back.
Maybe it's time to find a new one. Every few years, we got to switch it up. Maybe it's time to find a new one. They've been reliable for a minute.
Yes. Because it was Cinco de Mayo, and they were talking about storms this afternoon. I'm like, damn, I said it was going to be sunny all day. But luckily, it was cool in that area. We didn't get hit, but some people did. Brian, how was yours, man?
It was cool. Just did some stuff around here. Thursdays are usually my long day to get a bunch of stuff done, so my weekend isn't terrible. So did that, and then I did go home eventually. My wife texted me and said she was done cleaning the bathroom, so I told her.
Oh, she did it?
I said, I seriously considered not coming home until like tonight when you're in bed. But she said if it gets that way again, she's going to throw me and my son out the house. Because we have a boys' bathroom and a girls' bathroom. Yeah. Because we live in the front half of the house, my son and I, basically.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, duly noted. I don't believe you could throw me out of my own house, but all right. I'm not going to argue with you. So we did that. Then we watched Survivor because we usually watch it on Thursday because it comes out on Wednesday. And then I crashed out.
See, that was a prime example of picking your battles.
Yeah.
That was not one. Not one to pick.
No, now back in the day, I would have been like, oh, no, we doing it. You throwing me out of my house? I bet you ain't. But nah. I just said, oh, okay. Duly noted.
Done. In right there.
Wow.
That's it. That's
bathroom looks spectacular.
Thank you. Here's that flower.
Yep, that sounds like peace in the house.
Nerese, how was yours?
Very good, very productive. So yesterday we had that meeting, did some work around here, went home. I did some music practice, which was good.
You got some gigs coming up?
Yeah, so we were just talking about like our next availability. So, I mean, it's going to slow down for the summer for me, thank God. So, yeah, we're working on it.
Okay.
Did that, went home. I cooked some
How
dinner.
you feeling? Your voice sounds a little...
Yeah, I went hard.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I enjoyed myself. It was like a solid 2.5 hours of practice. So it felt good.
Okay.
Went home, did some dinner, and then I saw The Accountant yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah,
one or two?
The second one.
The second one, yeah.
I'm like on a movie fiend right now.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying myself with that.
You know, what's funny is I was going to go to the movies Sunday, but I'm like, no, I'm starting to make it a habit of going to movies on Sunday, so I ain't going. That's why
Why?
I didn't want to do that. I'm like, we got to find other things to do. It's easy. For me, it was like an easy, all right, let's just go to a movie. And I'm like, no, we're going to be more creative than just.
You just got to go to different movie spots and then like go eat somewhere around it. Like,
listen, there ain't no movie spots in Lake Nona.
Yo, the one in Winter Park.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Facelift there. Oh, my God, it's so nice.
Oh, my gosh. Winter Park Village is beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't been there in a while.
That whole town center is redone.
Really?
It's great.
Yeah. It's nice. Go check it out. Highly recommend it.
Okay, we have to do that and see what's going on. Now, you know, Mother's Day is on Sunday, and we have a question about what you're doing for Mother's Day, and we'll ask that next on Johnny's House. 6:33, Teddy Swim. When we come back, we want to find out who you're going to be spending Mother's Day with. That's coming up on Johnny's House. $6:36 on a Friday. It's Johnny, expected to be like yesterday. It's going to be mostly sunny. Then the rain's going to come in. The thing about the rain, it's coming in like hard, like thunderstorms, like lightning and all this stuff is going on. So it's going to be happening. They said tomorrow. It's going to be this way for the next couple of days, even through Mother's Day. 87 is our high. It is 71 right now. And the question came up. What was that? Was that you, Ray, brought that up? Said about the Mother's Day? What you spending?
84% of people are going to spend quality time with someone for Mother's Day, because not everyone has their mom. My mom's been gone for 11 years. Yeah. So moms are the most, obviously, 40%. And then your spouse, your partner, 33%. I'll be spending it with my wife because she's a mom. Yeah. And then 22% daughters.
Okay.
That are moms.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna go see my mom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I ain't even flying my discount airline.
No, look at that.
Not because I ain't want to. It's that they only had a flight that left around this time, and so I'm right, and it's good because there's a video that came.
Oh man, I never really had much interaction with Johnny's Discount Airline Frontier, but there's a viral video of a guy who didn't pay the $25 to have customer support at the airport.
Brian, as you say, rules are rules.
No, I got you.
Without rules, they're chaos.
That woman got fired, right?
Yep.
Yes, she did.
But Ray, online it tells you if you want to talk to somebody at the desk, it costs $25. So I do everything online. I get my ticket.
Yes.
I get everything.
And I agree with all of that.
Yes.
And I don't believe that her saying I can't help you is out of the realm of possibilities or out of bounds.
Yes.
The way she did it, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
cold.
You think you're going to make your flight. You think you're going to make your flight. You think you're going to make your flight.
Yeah, bro. With the hand gesture and everything.
That would make me snap.
That's what I told Johnny. She's lucky he didn't jump over the counter.
I would have been, if that happens to me, I'd have been like this. You know what's going to happen, ma'am? What? You are about to lose your job. Yeah.
Seriously.
Watch. I said, watch. Yeah. Just watch.
Yeah. Break that hand off.
Look at this face, because this is the face that's going to make you lose your job. Well, I said, Again.
And I can see why you wouldn't pay the $25. I know not to get too far onto a tangent because I've almost never needed desk help
Yeah.
at the airport. So I can see why you'd go, I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
But then when you need it.
So yes, that's what I'm going to spend some quality time with my Ray, what are you doing?
So I'm actually just gonna be hanging out with my sister and her kids, and I have my kids.
Yeah.
So just having a little cookout.
They understand Mother's Day and all that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they've been making stuff in school. So I think that's how they really know that it's coming up.
That's right.
Yeah, we used to do a handprint on what used to be on this like little ceramic thing.
And tons of elbow macaroni.
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, they were just like confirming my favorite colors this week. So I know that they're making something.
I remember the poem that we wrote on that hand thing. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because we did it for a couple of years in a row, and it's burned in my brain. I remember the poem.
Wow.
Cute.
Nerese, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be massaging.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, so I got my mom's blessing doing this. So ideally, Saturday I was gonna go meet with my family in Gainesville. My mom's gonna be there with the kids. My sister, even from Boca, is gonna go too, because my niece in Gainesville is doing a ballet recital. So the plan was for me to go do that, but then my private client asked me from South Florida. She's like, "Hey, do you think you can come and do massaging for us?" And I was like, "No, that's just a lot of money. I can't say no to." So I called my mom and I was like, "Mom," she's like, "Of course, yeah, Claro, go make your money. It's okay."
I'm not a mother, but if I was to call my mom and say, "Hey, mom, listen, I got to work," you know what she say? "All right, baby, I totally understand. You got to get that paper." But then she, in her heart, she's like, "I wish my."
Stop it. Well, I do plan.
You're the youngest, aren't you?
Yes.
I understand. This is what she said. I understand, baby. Click. I do understand because I'm a mother. But I would. That's my youngest. That's my baby. The last one.
Make me feel bad.
She's making money.
I am going to drop off really nice flowers at the house before I leave. So when she goes home, she'll see the flowers.
See the flowers. No, I understand it.
Yeah.
I get it. No, I used to do that. Well, when I first moved here, I couldn't afford to go home. I'm like, I used to say, "Hey, Mom, I can't afford an airline ticket, but I'll take that bucket of boy, don't you put that car on the road." Oh, I had a bucket. It wouldn't have made it back. It was one of those one way. It made it to Florida. It ain't coming back. It was not one of those cars that drive back.
One way situation.
It was a one way situation. So I understand. So we want to find out from you, where are you going to spend Mother's Day? Who are you going to spend Mother's Day with? Are you going to do it with your family? Are you blessed to still have your mother around? Are you not going to do anything? And what are you going to do for Mother's Day? Fill us in. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile for texting is always available 41067. Live stream social media is always up for you. But it's Mother's Day on Sunday. We're just kind of curious. Where are you going to spend it? Calls now in Johnny's house. Pink Pony Club, Johnny's house, 6:53. It is Friday morning. Expect some rain and possible thunderstorms. And when that's not happening, the sun will be out. 87 is a high to 71 right now. Mentioned it yesterday, a couple days ago. We're doing Football Friday again. It's going to start late August, early September, when we go to different high schools on Fridays and do our show there from 6 until 10. We meet the football team, cheer squad, anybody else, the SGA, or anybody else you want us to talk to. We'll meet there. We'll broadcast there. We'll have you live on the air. And we're setting it up a little earlier this year. So if you are a school and you would like for us to come and broadcast our show absolutely live, we've been doing it for the last couple of years. So it's not like, is that possible? School board likes us. They say, yeah, y'all can let them in. They're good people. Then you need to email Ray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just email me, rae@xl1067.com. And I need either like faculty, the coach, head coach, whoever it is that works for the school to email me.
We need school spirit. Y'all want us there? We'll come there, make a lot of noise, hang out when you guys are in class. We'll still be doing our show right there on your campus. It's a lot of fun. Football Friday started again, and we're trying to set up schools. There's hundreds of high schools in the area, and we only have room for like 8 or 9. So get them in quickly. The first ones in, those are the ones we're going to decide upon. Football Friday, email Ray, and we'll get you on the list, and we'll check it all out. And maybe we'll be broadcasting your school when school starts back over again after the summer break. All right. Mother's Day is coming up on a Sunday, and we're trying to find out what you're going to do, who you're going to spend it with. From Orlando, hey, BB, good morning.
Oh, my God. Good morning.
How are you, BB?
How are you guys?
How are you?
I'm so excited. This is the first time I call, so I'm like super happy.
So
I listen to you guys all the time.
So you are a first-time caller.
I'm a first-time caller, yes.
All right.
I need my number.
Oh, you see that? She needs a number, Nerese. What's her number?
5076.
All right, BB, welcome to Johnny's house. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so what are you doing for Mother's Day?
So for Mother's Day, I am actually spending it with my aunt. My mom passed away a while ago, but her sister is here in Kissimmee.
Okay.
So I'm going to go spend it with her. We're just going to chill at her house.
Okay.
She's probably going to cook something.
Oh. So
just stay there and relax. I wanted to go out, but she said, I know it's going to be way too busy out there. There's too many people out on Mother's Day. We'll just relax at home and I'll cook for us.
Yeah, the streets gonna be packed on Sunday.
Yes.
The streets will be packed on Sunday. Wow. Well, listen.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to be talking to you guys.
Okay, so what you got to do is make sure you listen to the podcast so you can hear yourself all over again.
Oh my God, yes. I'm not even hearing it now because they told me to turn the radio down.
Yeah, but you can hear it later.
Normally they don't tell you to do that and the radio's up. So I'm glad they told you.
I guess it was too high. They were like, can you please turn the radio down? So I'm definitely going to listen to the podcast so I can hear it.
Now, that person that answered the phone, were they very polite to you?
They were.
Very, and they checked in, made sure everything's okay?
Dang, that's crazy.
Yup. And then they came back and they told me what was going to happen. And they said I was going to hear a song. And then you guys were going to talk.
Oh, that person was very informative.
Wow. If you had to give them a grade,
it was really nice.
If you had to give them a grade, like A, B, C, D, or F, like what would you give them?
Oh, I would definitely give her an A.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm glad your first time experience was great.
Yes.
She sounds like a great person.
It was. Awesome.
Well, you call again, okay, BB?
Absolutely.
All right. Take care. Don't be a stranger. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all are wild.
Right.
Sometimes we need to do the survey.
Yeah, we got to do the survey.
Hey, plus we stretched it out and got you more compliments.
Yeah, look at that.
We could have been like, oh, that never happens, and then moved on.
Nerese, good job.
Good job.
Gold star for Nerese.
Thank you.
Christina says, it's just me and my daughter. My husband has to work, but we're all going to be doing stuff together on Saturday to celebrate.
Okay. Brian, anything, man?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Said my mom has to work in the evenings. Doesn't like restaurants. So they're going to do a very nice brunch at the house.
Okay.
And it's going to be rainy anyway.
Yeah.
That's what Brooks told me.
Okay. All right. It's funny he ain't called. You say his name, phone line lights up. All right. Celebrity News, Ray, what's up?
Let's see here. Justin Baldoni. He's got a challenge for Blake Lively now.
3 minutes, y'all. 3 minutes. We'll hear it together right here on Johnny's house.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so the drama between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, I feel like it's never going to go away until they go to trial, which is going to be in 2026. So we got a long time to go. But he says her testimony should be live streamed in the world's famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Justin Baldoni's attorney came out and said if Blake Lively is really serious about testifying for the world to see, let's live stream it in Madison Square Garden and give the money to the domestic violence survivors. And I'm like, ooh, touche. I kind of like that idea.
Who knows what happened between the two of them? And I don't want to pick sides, but he sounded like a man to say, hey, listen, bring it all.
Yes.
I want it all. I want to prove my point. This is not right.
Yes.
So,
and this is his response, Justin Baldoni's attorney's response to Blake's lawyers, revealing she absolutely plans to take the stand in their lawsuit when it actually makes it to trial. And his idea isn't going over so well with Blake's camp, obviously, because this is a serious matter about a serious allegation. They said it is not a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can see both arguments. If you're that serious, let the world see. Just like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. He was so serious about telling everybody that he was also a domestic violence survivor that he was like, air it for the world. And so that's why I'm like, okay, I'm kind of agreeing with this.
Both of them are actors. And Amber Heard was up there acting her butt
and
off.
she was a horrible actress.
But it didn't work out well for her.
She was a horrible actress.
I don't think this will end up going. I think someone at some point is going to pull a settlement and go, hey, guys, this is going to end poorly for everyone involved.
I thought it would be by now, but...
Me too. I honestly thought this would be over by now. But I there's no way that I don't feel like they let this stretch out because it's going to end up... By now, first of all, the masses don't care anymore. They can't even name the movie this is about anymore because the news cycle flips so fast.
Yes, but I will care when it goes to trial if it makes it to trial.
It's not going to make it to trial.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's why someone with a smarter head's going to get it and go, guys, we know clearly there's dislike here, there's a misunderstanding here. Let's just call this over.
The way they're going to tell them is look, you're both spending millions of dollars on lawyers.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So, obviously, if you don't recall, this is a case about what happened to Blake Lively when she raised claims of sexual harassment on set and the retaliation that followed. Of course, she's going to testify and but I like that challenge, New details. I keep telling you these little details that keep coming up about the Jennifer Aniston dude that rammed into her front gate. Well, he is now officially getting 1 count of felony stalking and 1 count of felony vandalism. He was sending unwanted emails, text messages, voicemails to Jennifer Aniston since 2023. And this dude finally lost it and drove through her gate. He addressed her as Jennifer Joanna Aniston Carwile. His last name is Jimmy Wayne Carwile. So he had already named her in his head as his bride. So obviously she was home when that whole incident happened, but it has officially been named as a stalking incident.
The thing about it is that they've shown photos of her house. And once he got in there, he would never find her. That house is huge.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's huge.
I agree. This is kind of funny. You know how Simon Cowell, he is the judge. Yeah. He's known to be the judge.
He's made being a judge a celebrity.
Yes, from American Idol and all this stuff. But he was doing a podcast and he was talking about how people wanted to have him judge their movie going.
Oh, great.
There was a couple that actually offered him $150,000 to actually have him politely talk about their movie going and judge it, but he declined it, obviously.
That money wasn't for that. That money, there's some freaks. They're one of them said, well, what would your fantasy be?
Yeah.
What's the good movies to have just Simon watching?
So he was like, this is the weirdest request I ever had. It was $150,000 for them to actually be giving his opinion on their movie going.
Now, he's a multimillionaire.
Yes.
You ask anybody in the room, they might get judged.
Yeah.
You might get a judge.
Sign me up.
You might get a judge.
I might do it for a couple hundred, honestly. I'll do anything for money right now. Well, not anything.
Only fans, Ray.
Take that back.
I'm like this. Listen, I need you to sign this piece of paper to show that I was never here, but
right.
But he was like, hey, he said he's still pretty busy right now, his schedule, but he was like, maybe Paula or Randy. I was like, that's kind of a slight to them.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Out of the two, who you think you would do it?
Paula.
Randy?
No, I think Randy.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Paula would.
Paula got that old music money.
Yeah.
I know, but I feel like she's got that old freakiness too.
Randy be like, go on, dog.
I'll see you.
Yeah, for you, for me, that's a big song, dog.
Now that we mentioned his name, I'll get the comparison because somebody's going to look it up and say, hey, what's trending is on the way on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station. It is Friday, 7:09. This is Johnny's House. Expected to be a 70% chance of rain. And when it rains, it's hitting hard, man. Thunderstorms. Otherwise, the sun is going to be out confusing you, saying there's no way it's going to rain as bad as they're saying. It's going to happen. 87 is a high, 71 right now. Nerese, what's trending?
Yeah, so there is a Michigan dad who recently won $5.46 million after buying a lottery ticket on the whim. This 43-year-old man says he instantly recognized the win online, got so excited and in disbelief, he started running down the street with full excitement. He's chosen to receive the payment annually, so that's about $182,000 coming in for the next 30 years. I know, right?
It's
Imagine.
a good life.
If you're ever getting into it with someone via text and really just want to gaslight them, just throw in the letter K as your response.
I heard about this.
It is now considered as one of the most emotionally triggering responses people can receive in a digital conversation.
I had a guy text me that I was like, dudes don't text each other K, bro.
Right? I was just thinking that's the equivalent to women saying like, no, everything is fine.
I don't believe I've ever texted
me either.
Just K, ever.
I've done thumbs up, but K?
I don't think I've ever done it.
Maybe like in a
Ray,
breakup situation.
You're kind of quiet. You're kind of quiet over there.
I receive it regularly.
No, Ray does okay with a bunch of K's or a bunch of A's or a bunch of something.
Yeah.
Who hit you back with a K?
Yeah.
Who hit you back with a K?
He's trying to catch hands.
Yeah, who's trying to... Oh, you want to
don't say
call him
it.
out?
Question.
Don't say it.
You want to call him out?
Don't do it.
Don't say it.
I'm sure you could guess.
I know. Jeremy.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we were just trying to start something internally now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you missed it, Bad Bunny has announced that he will be going on a world tour for his recent album, Te Vi Tomar Más Fotos. He'll be kicking it off November 21st.
I thought he was doing a residency in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, so he's doing it there for the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said also that the experience that the people in PR that are getting is not going to be the same as his world tour. It's like totally unique. So he's going to be going to places like Japan, Brazil, Australia. But for some reason, this man is not coming to the U.S. or Canada.
I saw that.
Yeah, and fans are concerned that he might not be making a stop to North America. There's no specific reason why, or if he's going to be adding more dates.
He was touring here. I mean, he was touring. I think he was in Orlando three times in 1 year.
He did a couple runs here.
Yeah.
And like one of his songs is literally called like Nueva York, like New York.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, why are you not coming here?
Well, because you can only do it so often, or else people aren't gonna.
And tickets are expensive, so it's like, look, I already seen Tim for that money.
I mean, that's the cost of the ticket. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you were sitting up front. You're looking at about $3,000 a night. And that's with dinner and drinks. $3,000. All right. We come back. Got something big that is happening, and somebody we're gonna introduce to the show. We'll do that next on Johnny's House. 725 is Johnny's house, and it's Ariana Grande. Expect some rain today, otherwise mostly sunny. Thunderstorms are going to occur in some areas. 87 is a high, 71 right now. Now we've been giving away Benson Boone tickets all week long, and we're going to give another one away around 8:35 with Snitches. Get tickets, but Nerese, we're giving away some tickets now.
Yeah, because we had a contest going up on XL1067 Instagram, and we're picking one lucky winner. Shout out to Allison Barney.
Allison!
Congratulations.
You have tickets. Check out Benson Boone. Going to be at the Kia Center on September the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Congratulations. Keep listening. Again, we got another pair to give away. Snitches get tickets. That's where you snitch on someone and we reward you with concert tickets. And y'all will tell anything over some tickets, man. Now, last week, we said goodbye to our girl, Susie, the foodie. She's going to North Carolina. And I'm telling you, I'm being in some little grocery store picking up something from my mom. And I'm going to run into Susie, and we're going to scream, and people are going to look at us like we're crazy because two strangers are looking at each other and talking to her. But so we're going to have people coming in and out. And this one gentleman had the opportunity to meet a couple of weeks ago. Now, back in the day during my club days, I had a friend like Ernest because this person knows where everything is going on, and I get to hook up and be put on those lists. But see, I don't go out anymore.
That's why you're hanging out with him.
Well, no, I went to one place. I mean, I don't hang out like that anymore. But Ray is starting to hang out a little bit and getting her name out there. So we're going to say hello to Ernest. Hey, Ernest, good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you?
Fantastic. How are you guys?
Good. It was good meeting you and your boyfriend and your mom when we hung out a couple weeks ago.
Fiance.
Your fiance, I'm sorry.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful, fun night.
It was. Now, you're doing something with Ray tomorrow.
We sure are. Absolutely.
All right, tell everybody about it. What's going on?
Alrighty. So we have the Summer of Color pool party at the Lake Nona Wave Hotel Resort happening this Saturday from 12 to 2. It's a pool party with music. Obviously, Ray is hosting it as well. We have giveaways from a free hotel stay from the hotel. We have food and drink specials. We also have fragrance giveaways and other giveaways from your team, from the iHeartRadio group.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Now, Ray's going to be out. Go ahead, Ray.
I'm very excited just because it is so beautiful up there, and we got to try some of the food last week. Holy moly.
Wow. It looks good.
It's so delicious. It's insanity.
Now, Ernest, how do you have hookups all around town? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, I'm a born and raised native here, so I'm a unicorn. I jokingly say that.
I'm born and raised here, and no one hooks me up with nothing. And I talk on the radio.
He does literally know everybody.
Yeah, he does. I mean, even that one after, I wanted to go because I'm over in Lake Nona a lot, and they was having a grand opening. And Jeremy actually introduced me to Ernest, and he says, "Hey, this is the guy." And I'm like, every time we went, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" We went to the door. The guy was like, "Hey, come on in." I'm like, "Wait a minute. I used to have juice like that when I hung out. I don't have juice like that anymore. That juice is dried off."
Yeah.
But how do you just met people through the years? How does that work for you?
Well, I was previously, I had an advantage. I was a marketing executive for Macy's, so I kind of have already been doing this for about 14 years.
Yeah, made a lot of contacts.
Oh. So now do people just come to you when they say, "Hey, listen, we want to get the word out about an event or something like that"? How does that work?
Well, typically we just work on projects that throughout the country that if they want to have an event, or if they want to get seen inside the community or the region, that we try and connect the community to whoever business or organization that wants to be pushed and promoted.
You're not just locally, you're around the world?
Quite literally, yeah.
He just got back from Atlanta at like 2:00 this morning, he said.
Really?
Quite literally, yes. My eye bags will tell you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to be staying in touch with you, and we're looking forward to a good event tomorrow, Ernest. And, anything you got going on, stuff like that, just let us know and we'll get the word out there for you.
Awesome. We're so thankful. Thank you so much. And we're so excited for Saturday.
All right. Well, get some rest and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
It is a free event, so you could just
cool.
so you could just come up there. Obviously, you have to purchase like food and drinks, but it is free to get up there, and it is stunning.
Yeah.
And you can RSVP if you want. It's LakeNonaWaveHotel.com/summer.
And then you can RSVP.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time. I used to know people like back in the day when I used to hang out, and then when you don't hang out anymore, and then those promoters all
Right, they all gone.
Everybody kind of ages out, maybe, or
Now it's like, hey man, you want to go to this?
No, now they're promoting bingo night and stuff.
oh my gosh.
he ain't lying. They're older now. Look, I ain't been in the club in years. So of course those promoters, they want to hang on this bingo night.
Yeah.
Or you want the early bird special? Now I'll take that. Now y'all know I don't give a damn about no early bird.
Now they might make it fun. They might do like old school hip hop bingo.
Yes.
But they still doing bingo.
I'm for it.
No, but that's cool though that we're trying. Our thing now is we want to get the show out. Anything that is new, that's exciting, that's happening, we want to be a part of it. So like that grand opening was pretty cool. It was a really nice place, upscale. It was cool. So I'll go to something like that. But I mean I ain't gonna be bugging the man because I ain't hanging out that much.
Right.
But if there's something, hey, any hookups with this, that's what I used to love to have. I always had a connection with anything that was happening.
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
I got a few, but not that many.
Really.
And I was born and raised here too.
So I'm trying to get Ray on them lists.
I'll be your foot on the door.
The good times, man.
Yeah.
All right. So it's happening again tomorrow, Ray. Where can you go if you want to get that?
So if you go to the XL1067 Instagram, you're gonna see like a reel with all of the information on it right there.
All right. We come back. We're going to talk about something that we used to do freely back in the day, but parents rarely do it now. I'll tell you what we're talking about now on Johnny Johnson. .34 is going to rain, thunderstorms today. 70% chance of that. Otherwise, sun is going to be out, and it's going to be 87. It is 71. Ray, today is what? National what?
Today is National Sleepover Day.
National Sleepover Day.
Yes.
We used to call it in the South, spend the night.
Yeah, spend the night.
We didn't have Sleepover Day. Mom, can I spend the night?
Yep. Yeah.
I never say, Mom, can I sleep over? No, spend the night. And we used to do it. Growing up, we used to do it all the time. No matter, my parents didn't even, listen, my parents, I mean, they loved us to death, but they were busy.
Yep.
So if I say, hey, my friend calls, having some friend over, can I spend the night? All right. But they wanted us to spend the night with cousins and their friends and their friends and their, how parents like, okay, we got kids and you got kids and they're the same age, put them together and they get along. And we didn't get along with her friends' kids. And they was like, spend the night over there. I'm like, no. One time I spent the night over at one of their friends' house and the dad came home drunk and I told my mom, come get me. She's like, son, it'd be embarrassing. Mom,
Yeah.
he drunk.
Yeah. I used to call my mom in the middle of the night because I would be all pumped for like a sleepover.
Yeah.
And then when everybody fell asleep, I'd be like, all right, Mom, can you come get me?
No. Did she come and get you?
For most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, most of the time she would be like, okay, honey, I'll come get you.
Really?
Just because I'd be like, everybody's asleep. I couldn't go to sleep. And like, I would start panicking. And then I'd be like, can you come get me?
Really? Oh, seriously? Look, that's our best friends. They're going to be okay. He drunk.
Yeah.
Right, you do.
Oh, I used to spend most nights somewhere else.
Really?
Like I always tell you guys, we didn't have a whole lot, so
Yeah.
nobody ever spent the night at my house.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
why would you do that? You're downgrading, right? So I would go spend the night at places that were better than my house. So
Yeah.
I was living like a king. Y'all got a pantry with snacks,
Yep.
and I can get them whenever I want. Y'all got cable?
Oh, my friend had a movie room.
A
I
movie
was like,
room.
yo.
When I was in 5th grade, they built Heathrow, and I was one of my best friends at the time. They lived in Heathrow
Yeah.
because his dad worked for the Heathrow company.
Yeah.
And so the first time I went to their house, first of all, we had to get dropped off through the security gate
Yeah.
and a beat like
Yeah.
old school cutlass
Mhm.
that would backfire when you drove.
Mhm.
And then they would drop me off, and I'd stay the weekend because
Yep.
his house had 4 staircases. What?
Yep.
Yeah.
A pool.
pool? Oh, everything.
Yeah.
Please, 2 pools. I'm like,
Pool,
what?
tennis court.
Yes.
Now, how is it for your son? Did you let him spend the night?
Yeah,
Sleepovers?
Yeah, now luckily I feel like I got a little success in life because our house became the house the kids wanted to
Go
spend the night at
Okay.
when my
okay.
son was growing up. So
Okay.
yeah, his friends would spend the night at our house. And then he had a couple of friends that he would spend the night at their house.
Okay.
Not a ton, but a couple that he would spend the night at their house.
Now,
And I
Ray-
was cool with it, whatever.
Now, Ray, with your kids, you let them spend the night?
They only
I'm sorry, sleepover?
they sleep over only their cousin's house.
That's
so
it?
that's it.
Well, they're
And-
young still.
Yeah, and I don't think that they would make it,
Yeah.
obviously because they are so young, but I don't know how I'm going to be as I get older as they get older, just because I don't feel comfortable with them staying anywhere else.
I have my one of my nieces has a son. She's like,
Yeah.
Because when I brought them down here, because they're around my son's age, she's like, of course, you're family. But anyway,
Yeah. And I hope that like they become, where they want to be home and their friends come over at our house, like how
Yeah.
yours is, Brian.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I will host their friends every night if they wanted
Now,
me
you
to.
can be a cool mom?
I mean, I'll try to be the cool mom. I'll bring in the snacks.
Yeah.
And the drinks.
Yeah.
Nerese, how about you?
Yeah, I definitely had some sleepovers, but only with the neighbor that was directly across the street from my
Uh-huh.
mom's. I mean, my mom was so strict; she would say no a lot, even to my cousins
Yeah.
and Hialeah. But that's because they were also delinquents; like they got in so much trouble. But I remember when we would go to Hialeah and visit my cousins, I'd be like, "Ma, can we just stay for the weekend and then come back and pick us up?" And she's like, "We'll talk about it in the car." And she's like, "Don't ask me again in front of your family."
I saw a meme. It was a little Spanish girl said, I can't spend the night because my mom said you got an uncle and a brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
and
about right.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Well, you do got to know the family.
Yeah,
like, and that's easier for me because I have a boy.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
I didn't have to be as concerned. But
Yeah.
like the ones that we allowed my son to stay, we knew
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mom
for
and
sure.
dad. Like
Yeah.
and the ones where I stayed, my mom knew
Yeah.
the mom and dad. Like it was never I've never
Yeah.
met that person. Sure,
Yeah.
stay the night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mo-
I could pack a bag for a week and my mom would be like, just call me. Just,
Really?
just tell
Gosh.
me where you are.
Mine was usually like people on our sports team. Like if we had a meet out of town
Yeah.
and my parents couldn't take me in the morning, I'd spend the night over a friend's house and
Yep.
over one of my teammates' house and they would take us and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But no, my son never spent the night at anybody's house. No.
You're not comfortable with it, or is it just him?
It's just him. I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, if you want to have some of your friends over,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to. He goes, Dad, we have a gate. I'm like, I'll call them in. Don't let that be the reason.
They can't come in.
I'm like, now you ain't sneaking them in.
Right.
Because anybody that comes to that gate, I will know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I used to have to go to Heathrow all the time. We had to sit and wait at the gate.
At
Yeah.
the gate,
Yep.
they can come.
Like actually, those are the houses you do want to have sleepovers at.
Really?
They could be full of perverts too.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Well, I mean,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Could be
they
anywhere.
could be
Anybody
anywhere.
will,
yeah, that is
Anyway.
true.
Just because they have a gate doesn't mean it's protected.
I'm sure Diddy had a gate.
I'm sure
Yeah,
he had a gate.
multiple gates.
I'm sure he had a gate.
Uh-huh.
But for me, I'm just like, hey, listen, like when my nephews came down, I'm like, listen, don't tear out my house. So whatever they did, I mean, when I went to that side, they had forts and all. I'm like, that's fine. Don't do anything. Don't hit each other. You ain't touching the stove, but whatever. Just and every now and then, y'all good? I'm not a helicopter.
One year we had 5 kids stay over for my son's birthday, and my wife's like, never again.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Never again.
My favorite is we'd stay up laughing so hard, just like until like 3 a.m, and you would hear like the other parents being like,
It's 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
You're like, why you have us over then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want to find out now, do you have or do you allow it's National Sleepover Day? Are you one of those that allow your kids to sleep over at people's homes or your friends' homes? Or you're like, they ain't sleeping over and ain't nobody sleeping at our house? Or are you one of those that they can sleep at our house, but they can't sleep at someone else's? What are your rules on sleepovers on National Sleepover Day? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers, we want to hear from you. Social media, want to hear from you. Got a pair of tickets to Allie and AJ at the Hard Rock Live October 2nd. We're going to give to someone, but let us know about sleepover. What are the rules in your household? We want to talk to you on Johnny's House. Dolce Anxiety, if you work for her and you were at the Met Gala, you were singing that song. Where's the umbrella? Give me the damn umbrella. What the umbrella? I'm like, wow. We have the umbrella. Get another one. Like, damn.
It's a bad look.
I mean, really?
For someone who just blew up, too.
I know. 7:51, it is Johnny's house. It's going to be thunderstorm today. Otherwise, sun's going to be out, and there's a 70% chance of that. Ray, it's still 71. It's got a little warmer.
It is. Yeah, it is.
71, looking for a high today of 87. It is National Sleepover Day. We want to know what the sleepover policy is in your house over in Lake Mary. Hey, Lisa.
Hello.
All right, what is the sleepover policy?
I don't really have a policy because I trust my kids, but I do have a funny story for you.
Hold on. So if your kids say, I want to spend a night at Brian's house, and you ain't never met Brian, you gonna let him go?
Oh, no, I'll meet the parents. I figured that's just common sense.
Oh, okay. No, you was like, I trust my kids.
That's a policy.
Yeah. You're like, well, the policy is you meet the parents. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure I got to meet the parents or at least talk to them on the phone or something. Plus, I'm a super sleuth, so I Google people and I look them up in the court system and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
to find out their background.
See, back in the day, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the word of mouth.
In our days, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what was your funny story?
So my story is shortly after I moved in with my boyfriend. This was, let's say, 6-7 years ago. He had 2 boys. One of them was a very hyperactive boy who had lots of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a sleepover one night. And every time he had sleepovers, it was chaos. Well, this particular night, they had me up all night. My boyfriend doesn't hear anything when he sleeps. So I get up and I go to the kitchen. All the lights are off. The boys come walking through the kitchen. It's like 5 to 6 of them, all walking right past me. One of them at the end sees me, but doesn't see me. And I'm like, where the frick are they going? And it's like 2 a.m. So I start recording them and they go out to the front door, out to the front street and hop into a minivan, which was a Uber, and disappear for like 2 hours.
Crazy.
Did you wake your boyfriend up?
Oh, I woke him up. He didn't believe me. He just thought they were out going for a walk. I showed him the video and he's like, oh, I'll have to deal with it in the morning. And I was like,
Oh, no.
Are you for real?
So parents let those kids stay at your house in the middle of the night. They got an Uber and went somewhere?
Yeah. Fun fact. Fast forward like a year or two, same group of kids. They're all like part of the football lacrosse team of a high school around here.
Yeah.
Not Lake Mary. So they all decided, I get a phone call on my phone and it's his son saying, put my dad on the phone. And I was like, I don't think so. So I hung up because he was rude. So then,
wait.
And I
Hold on. It's the middle of the night. The kid said, put my dad on the phone. And you hung up on him?
Oh, he said it with some like assertiveness. And I was like, boy,
So you didn't think maybe the kid was in some type of danger and he wanted to talk to his dad?
I thought he was in his bedroom down the hall. So I hang up the phone. He calls back and says, will you please put my dad on the phone? I said, that's better. I wake up his dad and he's like, I'm at Sable Point Lake. I got busted stealing your car and partying at the lake. And he's 15 at this point, no driver's license. So his dad gets mad at the police, gets mad at him a little bit, but doesn't really get disciplined. And then he tries saying he wasn't drinking. He was. Like the whole Sable Point Lake, a bunch of kids stole their parents' cars. One kid's dad was like in Peru or somewhere, and they got the phone call cross country.
Oh no!
But yeah, it was always a good time when it came to sleepovers with them. It'd be like waking up to the smell of weed. I'm like, are you serious?
So
nobody else knows this.
I got too many questions. I'm
No,
put you on hold.
yeah.
I want to take some more calls.
I feel unsafe. It's just listening to this.
Ray, like I'm not even spending the night. I feel unsafe.
Yeah, and then it all started with, I don't really have a policy. No, you don't say.
Yeah, I thought my childhood was wild.
First, hold on. Who the hell here smoking weed? Call all your mamas. Everybody call your mamas.
Yeah.
Everybody. Turn all the lights on. Everybody call your mama.
Yeah.
We gonna shut it
This
down.
ends today.
This is right now. Wow, Megan, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, what's the sleepover policy?
The sleepover policy is a no for me. Not that I don't trust my kids or anything. I just, all growing up, my mom was like, well, you can't go there, but they can come here if they want.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just followed in suit with that. because I didn't really understand until I became a mom.
Yeah.
Why my mom said no.
Because back then you thought mom was just being mean or strict.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, but why? Everybody else is going over there, and now I'm just like, oh, I get it.
That's the worst thing you can say to a parent. But everybody else is.
Right.
My parents say, but everybody else ain't your dad.
Exactly.
I'm not their child. I'm not their dad.
My mom's favorite was if everybody else jumped off a bridge, would you jump?
That was in the parent handbook.
That was my mom's favorite. I mean, like, I don't know. It depends on the bridge. Let's talk about it.
Ray, what they say?
Somebody said, as a social worker, sleepovers are a big no for my household.
Yeah. They've seen the worst.
Growing up, my siblings and I could never, and now the same applies as a mother myself. Now I'm like, nope, not happening.
Yeah, Brian.
Let's see. XOMO powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. Newland, they say, we're from the Caribbean. You want to sleep? You got a bed right here at home. You don't need to go to no one's house. We got beds.
We want to sleep over somebody else's house. Lisa, I'm not rewarding you. The first one in. We're going to hook you up those tickets to Allie and AJ at the Hard Rock Live October 2nd. Ray, what's going on?
Gloria Estefan. Remember the story I told you about the freak offs?
Oh, yes.
How they were possibly entwined?
Yeah.
Gloria Estefan said, no.
I bet she did.
No.
3 minutes away on Johnny's House.
Coming up in just 3 minutes, Lola Young, Messy. 'Cause I'm too messy. XL 1067. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so if you don't recall, Gloria Estefan and her husband, they were actually mentioned in a lawsuit that had to do with Diddy.
Let's hear about it.
So basically, there was a guy that said that he was drugged and taken advantage of and sexually assaulted at a freak-off party on Star Island in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he says that he was shuttled through a secret tunnel between Gloria's house and Diddy's house. So if you don't remember, he was the one that had the thing on his head, the object on his head, and he was made a fool of and all this stuff. Well, TMZ caught up with Gloria Estefan outside of the iHeartRadio studios in New York City.
Really?
And she was talking about the lawsuit and how she's been named in the lawsuit. And she was saying that, listen, Diddy was nice to have as a neighbor, but that doesn't mean that they had any freak off parties together. She was talking about how like Diddy was kind as a neighbor. They were spending a lot of time at his home with his mother. Gloria talks about Diddy's mother. She very highly. She doesn't deny the tunnel. She doesn't deny the tunnel.
I was waiting for you to finish because I'm gonna say the first thing to come out of my mouth was, I ain't got no tunnel.
Yes. She did not say anything about the tunnel. So I was like, I'm curious if that still exists. So, but she says she's not involved in any way, shape, or form. And that the outcome, she's not sure what's going to happen with Diddy when he goes on trial for sex trafficking. But she just says
that would have been the first thing out of my life. There's no tunnel.
I know. That's exactly what I said.
Oh.
So this party was supposedly attended by Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, Diddy. This is that one. But she said that she did spend a lot of time at his house. And they did do a lot of parties together, but
well, I mean, but it was. I mean, it's already established that there were two parties. You had the party that in the daytime, and then if you stayed around at night, that's when the freaky stuff happened.
Yeah, she also said the guy behind the lawsuit is not well in the head. Yeah. So obviously, I mean,
but that's the lawsuit where it came out that some of the people he said he spoke to weren't even there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no one. He didn't have a follow-up question about what about the tunnel?
Yeah, I didn't see
that would have been the follow-up question.
I mean, if there was, they didn't post it on TMZ. Yeah. But I would be like, that would be like the star question in my head.
Like, y'all got a tunnel?
Yeah. Cassie is set to testify, which we know, against Diddy in the federal trial, and hopefully it's sooner than later because she is so pregnant right now.
Yeah, she is blowing.
She is expecting baby number 3, and the photographers saw her in New York City on Wednesday, standing like on outside of like an apartment and all that stuff, and her sweater like barely covers her bump. Like that's how pregnant she is right now. So obviously she is ready to take the stand and talk about it and testify everything. But
we're not attorneys. I'll ask you this, Brian. What would you think would be better? I mean, worse for Diddy if she did it first and then people forget about it, or she does it last and have a lasting impression when they go?
I'd say first.
First?
Yeah, because we know what he did.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Yeah. I'd say first, get it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, she is victim number 1, and she's already in New York City. But 3 of the 4 alleged victims in the case are former Diddy girlfriends. So we know that. Now, I was telling you yesterday that victim 3, nobody could get in contact with her.
Oh, they still haven't?
So now they're saying that the prosecutors are taking a big gamble with one of their star witnesses, trying to get her nailed down. But victim 3 has always made it clear that she's not going to testify.
Oh, really?
So now it basically looks like...
Can they force you to testify?
I don't know. I don't know
how that works.
I don't know. So,
I mean, I've heard the term hostile witness, where you have no choice, but I don't know how that works.
I just don't understand why... the prosecutors added her to the Diddy indictment while she always addressed that she would never testify. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if her absence next week during opening statements, that's going to kind of prove the point that she's not going to show up, or what's going to happen.
Cassie's not going to be on there for one day. She's going to be there for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
She got a lot to say.
So they have some big decisions to make on victim 3, who I said, again, is a girlfriend. She just has said that she is ghosting them. She is not going to testify whatsoever.
If I was them, I just wouldn't plan on her being there.
I know.
I mean, you want her there, but if she's acting this way, you don't know what's going to happen when she hits the stand.
Yeah, it says you can be forced to testify in court after receiving a subpoena. Otherwise, if you fail to comply, you can result in being held in contempt of court, fines, and jail time.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't know if you saw 50 Cent. 50 Cent always has to get something in.
The picture of the jury.
Yes.
He's such a savage.
As jury selections wind down today, did you see what he posted?
Yeah.
He said the jury selection for the P. Diddy trial has been chosen, and it's all 50 Cent pictures.
Yeah,
50 Cent in different suits.
All different colors.
I just love him.
I mean, you would kind of be mad, but you kind of have to laugh, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, what a jerk.
I really do like 50 Cent more and more each time he posts.
He's funny. And look, he must know that he's not going to come up on anything because he takes out everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the thing about 50 Cent is he's gotten older and he's still petty.
Yeah.
You know, normally when you get a little older, you kind of chill out.
That's why I like him.
He's still petty.
My favorite is when he challenged Floyd Mayweather to read 1 page of Harry Potter for $1 million.
$1 million,
Oh,
man.
no, the biggest roast.
And the sad thing about it, that used to be his boy.
Yeah, bro, why are you trying him like that?
Oh, it was funny. He didn't read it.
1 page and I'll donate $1 million to charity. And he couldn't do it.
Did not do it.
Kind of bullying, though.
It is bullying.
Oh my God.
100% bullying, right? And petty. All right. Weird but true with Brian coming up Johnny's house. Orlando's number one hit music station on a Friday morning. This is Johnny's House. Expect a 70% chance of a thunderstorm today. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly sunny. 87 is what we're looking at as a high. It is still 71. All right, Brian, weird stories that are true.
Now, we had something somewhat similar to this happen here when we talked about it a few weeks ago. Someone on some drugs burned down our big old tree.
Yeah.
Big tree park.
Was it the senator?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's irreplaceable. Well, this kind of happened in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. There was a dude who had a drug debt, $20,000 for some meth that he had to pay off. And the guy said, if you don't pay me off, just like Big Worm, I'm going to kill you and him.
Okay.
So the guy went and stole an 800-pound cannon from a park in Wichita, Kansas, and then started cutting it up into pieces and sending the photos to the drug dealer saying, look, I'm trying to get you your money. I'm going to steal this cannon and we're going to sell it and make your money back. The dude hit him back and said, yo, that's a bad idea. Like the drug dealer's like, no, don't do that. Too late. The guy already stole it and cut it up. So the drug dealer was like upset. He's like, now the police going to come looking for this cannon.
Yeah.
Well, they did. They followed the tracks because he dragged the cannon from the park and it's giant. It's 800 pounds. So they just followed the tracks to his house. And obviously they arrested him. So now he's arrested for property damage, drug possession. And this cannon is from 1900. It's irreplaceable.
Oh, and they cut it up?
Yep, they cut it up.
Oh, no.
So I'm assuming that he told the police, look, I got to pay off this drug debt.
Yeah. And now the drug dealer's like, dude, like, what are you doing?
I just hope they're not in the same jail.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We always talk about AI. It's getting crazier. And this is going to be, I promise you, at some point used for something freaky. Researchers at Northwestern University, they created this super thin wearable device. It's called a haptic patch. It lets you feel touch in virtual reality.
Get out.
So it's flexible. It sticks to your skin kind of like a bandage. And it sends different like vibrations, pressures, sensations, whatever's going on the virtual world. It sends some sort of similar feeling to you. So if it feels hot, it gets hot. If it feels like your arm's getting pulled, it feels like your skin's getting pulled.
You know what industry wants that.
Exactly.
You know the industry that wants it.
Exactly. So they said you can actually control it by a smartphone. It makes precise sensations. It makes it feels like there's texture on things. Anything that you could think of in the real world, this thing can simulate.
The human population is going to go down tremendously.
Yo, seriously.
They tested it on volunteers who could tell apart different shapes and motions, like square, poke, whatever, with 96% accuracy. That's how close they've got it so far. So obviously, it can make VR games seem more real, and it can make other things seem more real.
You know that they're trying to get their hands on it.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday, and what we want to do is give you an opportunity to shout out your moms on the radio. Let them know how much you love them, how special they are, and then, if nothing else, you can listen to the podcast and play it back for them on Sunday. So we're doing Mother's Day shout-outs. If you want to shout out your mom some love on the air, now it's time to do so. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you can text, we'll read it for you. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers, if you want to do it, and then we'll throw it up on social media. Mother's Day shout out. You love your mom. You want to hear her voice or her name on the radio. You need to call, and we'll let you do it. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Mother's Day shout outs. We'll shout out your mom, but you got to call us on Johnny's House. What's up, live streamers? Every now and then, you know what's up. We pop in, say hello, see what you guys are up to, find out if there's anybody new that's watching the stream or anybody that has never said hello, but you watch every single day. We know that a lot of you, because only about 20 of y'all communicate every day, and there's 75 people watching now. So, what's up, y'all? Adley, what's up, man? Hey, Jen. How you doing? Good morning. And also, we answer any questions that you may have that we can't talk about on the air. DJ BC, what's up? Hey, Jesse. Umberto. Angelique. Amanda, what's going on? How y'all doing? How's your weekend? Mother's Day plans? Anybody think about the cruise we can answer for you? Amanda K. or Sarah, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, Joanne. Any questions? Anybody new? Anybody just been watching and never said a word? Come on, pop in. Hey, Kate. Party Patty. Oh, Sarah, I hope you get that for your Mother's Day. I remember that call. Kate, you're new to the stream? Good morning to you. Don't call people lurkers. Maybe people just aren't comfortable just jumping in. Diane, you're a lurker? You've always been here. Okay. Well, how you doing? Time to say hello. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's nice. Anybody else that's just been watching, never popped in? You guys got any questions? You working and listening in the background. Okay. Okay, you just been watching for years, huh? Yes, the drink package is not good for the private island. That's a them thing, not an us thing. Any ideas for the private island? Well, so many things to do that we didn't want to occupy your time trying to plan something. There's a million things to do on the private islands.
Yeah, there's a water park. There's multiple pools. There's cabanas. There's like I think glass bottom boats that you can go on. There's
so we didn't want to lock y'all down
skis,
something on the island when there's so many options for you to do. We want you to enjoy the island, the best way you can. Yeah, it's a carnival rule. Are we doing anything at Johnny's house? No, Johnny, again, we want you guys to enjoy the island, so we're not planning anything on the island. We'll be there.
We're just hanging out. I'm sure we'll end up at that swim up bar at the big pool.
Yeah, but you understand.
We've never been on this island either, so we don't really know what's going on. What's what.
Yeah, you guys don't want us to plan all your time out. You want some time for yourself. You meet people, you hang out.
If it's like carnivals or Royal Caribbean Island, there's one big swim up bar at the pool with a DJ, and so we'll find our way there for sure.
Yeah. So if you see us, you can hang out, but it's not. You need to be here at the swim up bar at so and so times.
Right. We asked to set up a party at the island, and that's just not something they do.
Yeah. So yeah. Wop. Hope that answered your question. Yeah, we don't want to overbook you with Johnny's House things. They're not like us. They are not like us. Any other questions? You never been there to the truck stop place in Kissimmee? No, but I want to. It's right next to a hot pot place.
Oh, that's over by Old Town?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right next to Volcano Hot Pot. That's my place.
Volcano Hot Pot's popping up everywhere.
I know, man.
We're back in a minute.
All right. We got to go, y'all. Kendrick Lamar, not like us. Ray, you say got an update on his case that's coming up top of the hour?
I do with Mr. Drake.
Say Drake.
Ooh, that's coming up at 9 o'clock. Update on Kendrick Lamar. It is Johnny's house. 71, looking for a high today of 87. Mostly sunny, and then it's going to thunderstorm again today. All right, Mother's Day is coming up on a Sunday. We want to give you an opportunity to shout out your moms and give them some love on the radio from Altamont. Michaela, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny's house. How are y'all?
Good. Go ahead. Who you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my mama.
And what's your mama name?
Her name is Nella.
And why do you want to shout out your mom?
Because she is literally the best person. She is my best friend, my person I can always go to, no matter what, with no judgment, just the best advice. She's always there for everybody else, too. She will put everybody's needs before her own, and she just deserves the world.
Okay. Well, tell her you love on the radio.
I love you, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. All right. Let's see here. From Orlando. Hey, Luna.
Hi.
And how old are you, Luna?
I'm 10.
You want to shout out your mom?
Yes, I want to shout out my mom, Lynn.
Well, tell us about your mom.
Well, my mom's like always there for me when I need her most, and she always cheers me up when I'm sad, and I love her so much, and she's just always there. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, tell her you love her.
I love you, Mom.
All right. See you, Luna. All right. And again, guys, what you do is that you download the podcast and you play it back so they can hear it. From Winter Park, hey, Sandy.
Good morning, Johnny's house. How's it going?
It's going, man. Who do you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my 3 daughters who are amazing moms, every one of them.
All right, let's talk about your daughters.
Well, the first one is Mallory. She has 4. All 3 of my daughters are full-time workers as well as being moms. And so Mallory does an amazing job. She has 4 kids. They're spaced out kind of equally, so different ages and different interests. And she does a great job of satisfying them all.
Okay.
The next one is Madison. She has 5. Now she has a blended family that brings its own set of challenges.
Yes.
And she is so amazing and loving, and they are all just equally amazing. Just such a good mom, really good mom. And then of course my baby, who's Macy, and she has a toddler, and then another one that's due next month. So I'll have number 11 grandchild coming up, and she's such a great mom. She's a teacher, and she is amazing with children, and even with her own, it's just amazing. I know that I've made some mistakes as a mom, and it's just really good to see that They turned out great, and they're doing really well.
Well, pat yourself on the back, Sandy. Go ahead.
Well, every now and then.
And what is the drop off keep a mom policy at your house?
The drop off?
Yeah. So, hey. Yeah.
Well, I take them. I would take all of them every day if I could.
She's not one of those new ones we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. Like, hey, we dropping kids off here. All right.
Oh no,
well,
I love it.
Well, happy Mother's Day to you too.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And to all of y'all.
All right. Let's see here. And to Barry Alexander.
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Oh, you got a deep voice for 12 years old.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You want to shout out your mom for Mother's Day?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Go for it.
My mom's name is Ashley De La Rosa, and she always helps me whenever I'm sad and getting ready for school. She always just makes me feel good every day, and she just makes me happy. And this week, we're going to go to Disney for my sister's birthday because of her.
Oh, very good. Well, tell your mom you love her on the radio.
I love you, Mom.
All right. Make sure you listen to the podcast and play it back for her, okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to go Rob in here, B.
Yeah.
Let's go Rob in here. XL, good morning. Who's this?
Hello, this is Caden.
And how old are you, Caden?
I'm 13.
13. You want to shout out your mom?
Yeah, I want to shout out my mom. Her name's Danielle, and if you're listening to this, I just want to tell you that it's just been me and you against the world. And I love you. And I don't know if you're at work right now, but I still love you. And yeah. Have a great Mother's Day.
All right. Well, if she's at work and she didn't hear it, make sure you listen to the podcast and you play it for her, okay?
Yeah. I also just wanted to tell you guys one more thing. She's been listening since 2002, since she's gone down here from Florida, and I've been listening since I've been born. So we really love you guys.
Well, thank you for the love, man, and happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Yeah, I'll tell her that. Thank you.
All right, take care. I didn't talk like that when I was that age.
No.
Not at all. I'll be too busy making stupid jokes.
No.
You want to say happy Mother's Day? I got through. I got in. Did y'all hear me? I was with it. That's what I did. B, what they said over there.
XOMO powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. I wish I could read them all because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I can't read all of them. Someone wants to shout out their daughter for being a great mom to their children of 4. Her name is Michelle Martin.
Okay.
It says you're the best mom I know, and that's from her mom, which is awesome.
Wow. Okay. Well, a lot of you, if you we talk to you on the air, make sure you listen to the podcast. You can play it back for them, and then you see the mothers in your life cry. Because when they hear stuff like that, it makes them kind of sad. Kicking off, Snitches Get Tickets on the way on Johnny's House. 8:33, it is Johnny's house. It's Friday, and it's time for Snitches Get Tickets. That's where you tell a secret that somebody told you, or you want to snitch on somebody, we will hook it up. And the best snitch, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Benson Boone at the Kia Center on September the 16th. We'll do it in 2 phases. Phase 1 is now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Best story. Snitches Get Tickets. We got to hear your story first, so call us now. This is Johnny's house. It's the weekend. It's Johnny's house, 837. Rated still 71, I'm sure. I think it's 78.
No, not that
74.
high. Yes.
74.
What? Take that, Brooks Gardner. I want to say his name as often as I can.
Put that line to ring. You say, they're going to call and say, hey, Brian, you need to shut the hell up.
I like him. That's why.
I like him too.
I like Fox.
Listen, if we don't like you, we don't talk about you.
True, exactly.
So a lot of people, if you ain't heard us talk about you, high today of 87, 74 right now, and it's a 70% chance of a thunderstorm. Otherwise, mostly sunny. All right, Snitches Get Tickets. That's when you call us up, you snitch on somebody, and we're going to hook you up with some Benson Boone tickets. Before, it was Snitches, get riches. Now, because snitches are telling everything. It was back in the day, you couldn't snitch.
No.
It was like, there are people in jail right now that didn't do something, because they wouldn't snitch.
No, because they'd get stitches.
Yeah,
They
not
don't-
anymore.
They didn't want that.
Not anymore. Now you get tickets. We reward you with that. So let's find out.
Good tickets too.
Benson Boone concert. You want to go? Let's go to St. Cloud and talk to Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin.
Good morning.
Snitches get tickets. What's going on?
I used to work at a nursing home, and one of the nurses I worked with got fired for taking patients' credit card information.
Oh, no.
Now,
and making purchases.
Was she a nurse's or a nurse's aide, or she was a nurse?
She was a full nurse.
She going to hell.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
And she was taking people's credit card numbers and buying personal purchases.
Yes, I'm pretty sure she probably also lost her license, but yeah, it was several patients, not just one.
Man, and these are all senior citizens, so a lot of them didn't even know.
Yep.
Man, so you go
It was a patient's patient's daughter who caught the charges on her mom.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, mama ain't bought this. Oh my goodness, you going through all that trouble to go to nursing school to be a registered certified nurse, and then you're gonna get fired and get your license taken because you stole a credit card number. Wow.
Give her first and last name.
Do it.
All right. You hold on because she was contemplating it. All right. Let's see. From Orlando, Samantha. Samantha, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right, Samantha. Snitches get tickets. What you got?
Hi. Okay, so my sister, she tied her tubes behind her husband's back, and he's still putting in that work for a little girl, but it's not coming out.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I mean, on the one hand, he's winning.
Wow. So he's trying for a girl, but he doesn't know. No matter how much those boys swimming, they're not getting to that destination.
Exactly. She already has 3 boys, so she's like, if it's another boy, I wouldn't survive. So, yeah, that's basically what happened.
Is she ever gonna? Yeah, I'm like, is she ever gonna tell him?
I don't know. The way it's going, she's just like, well, she's 30. She has 3 boys, so it's like it's not gonna happen. So I don't know if she's gonna tell him or not, but I just want to be the fly on the wall when that comes.
I mean, he might make an appointment to get his pee-pee checked out.
Well,
Like,
then
he might.
he'll find out that he's firing fine, and then he's gonna say, it's
lied
not
to me.
me, it's you.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how she's gonna do it, but yeah, that's the thing that's eating me away because I'm like, oh.
I don't know. I don't like how that's gonna end.
I'm gonna say something that's really crazy right now. If that was to happen to me at this point, don't tell me.
No,
it's gonna mess everything up. I won't ever trust you again.
But would you go to the doctor and be like, I got to figure this out because I think it's me?
Well, we got 3, so no, it ain't. We got 3. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm
I mean,
saying?
things changed. Like,
I know,
really
and that's fine.
overnight.
And that's like, I'm cool with that because we got 3. All right. I
So
guess-
you wouldn't go investigate?
No, I'm like, that's the good Lord ain't want me to have another one. That's I would just write it off. I would because
Right, but we got to keep on trying. though.
Yeah, but I would. It would change everything. I couldn't trust you anymore. Where you going? To the store? Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's a big lie.
That's a big
Yeah.
one. That's a big one. Maybe once the last kid graduated college or something.
No,
like
no. As I'm taking my last breath,
No, I mean, I still just, I don't know.
as I'm leaving this earth.
Ray, would you want to know?
I'm kind of with you. Like, I do. No, I don't. I don't want to know.
Isn't that crazy? Brian, you want to know?
No, just let me keep hitting so I can keep trying. I'm good.
Nerese?
Yes, of course.
I would
Yeah.
be so upset.
It's happening. It's happening now in reverse. There's a lot of guys that got fixed
A long time ago.
Yeah, and they ain't telling.
They didn't tell nobody.
Yeah. Wow. All right, you hold on.
First and last name on the radio. Say it.
You won't.
Round 1, very good. Nurse stealing credit cards, and a dude, his wife got a tube tied. They ain't telling him. He's trying for a boy. Wow. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Round 2 of Snitches Get Tickets on the way on Johnny's House. 846, 74 right now, getting up to 87, 70% chance of thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly sunny today. All right. Snitches get tickets, and the tickets today are Benson Boone at the Kia Center. All you have to do is call us up and snitch on us. Now, we got two amazing ones, and I hope these can beat those because we'll have a vote coming up. Let's talk to M in Orlando. M, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, snitches get tickets. What's going on?
Okay, so my best friend in high school, she made me cover for her because she went to her best friend's house and slept with her brother.
Your best friend went to her best friend, so you're her best friend, but she's not yours.
It was like, yeah, I guess.
Okay, no, and so she went over to her best friend's house when her best friend was not there, and hooked up with her brother.
Yeah.
And you had to cover for her.
Yeah, she called me after, and her mom asked where she was, and I had to say like, oh, she came to my house.
So
her mom just doesn't know.
So you lied to her mom to cover for her.
Yeah.
So she can hook up with the other best friend's brother. Now, what would happen if the other best friend found out she was hooking up with her brother?
I don't know. I think they would be okay with it.
How old are you guys?
We were like 16 at the time.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh, let's see. From Orlando, what is it? Omaris?
Yes, Johnny. How are you guys?
I am good. I'm glad I didn't butcher your name.
Thank you. Listen, I'm going to try to sum it up, but it is an amazing story. I don't think it was great that it happened to me, but I'm a snitch on my former coworker at my job. So it was one Christmas week where she stated, hey, I'm really lonely. I have no one. I broke up with my boyfriend. We got into a huge fight. She's one of those oddballs that I'm just always kind to everyone. I think she mistook that as a friendship. So she was like, you want to do that Secret Santa exchange? I'm like, sure. With how many people? She was like, no, just me and you. I'm like, okay, that's odd, but sure.
Well, ain't no secret. If it's two of us, ain't secret.
It ain't no dang secret. So
right,
she gives me this list, guys. She gives me this list of Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, all these like divine things. I'm like, wow, okay. She's like, what do you like? I tell her what I like. So then she hypes it up the day before the exchange, like, hey, I want you to know I worked extremely hard on your gift. I went all out. I can't wait for the exchange. I'm like, damn, like I just got her a candle. Like, should I get her like, something else? So I get more things. So like I'm spending over $100 here because like the way that she hyped it up, I didn't want to undergive.
Yeah.
So here comes the exchange, right? She hands me my bag. It's extremely light. I'm noticing like there's other bags within the gift that was empty. I'm like, what is this? And she's like, don't open it until Christmas, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. So Christmas Day comes. Mind you, I couldn't wait until Christmas Day. My husband's like, open the box. You guys, I opened the box. There is nothing in the box but bags from where she went shopping. It was like a Victoria's Secret bag that was like compressed.
You sure it wasn't gift cards in there?
There was no gift cards. There was a stress ball that we got from work that was like chipped that they gave us for free. There was a highlighter with no ink. There was a toothbrush holder with toothpaste on it from her bathroom.
What? That is disgusting.
And I'm like, what the heck? And I was so upset. I'm like, no. Maybe she got confused. Maybe she grabbed the wrong bag. It was trash. She said she was moving out. And I wrote her like as a test. I'm like, hey, did you mean to give me this many bags? I didn't address anything else. And she was like, yeah, everyone needs bags for other things. I'm like, what the heck? So this was intentional. So then I couldn't hold it in. I'm like, I shouldn't tell anyone in the office. I don't know how big this is going to get. I was trying to get promoted. I didn't want to be in a situation where, what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't want that mess.
Related.
Yeah.
So to make it short, I'm like, I told my other friends and they're like, yo, I didn't want to come forward because I was so embarrassed. I'm like, but she got me last year. And then and I was like, are you serious? I'm like, so she's robbing people in this office. She is legit robbing people.
I think that's awesome.
Listen, and I'm just like, why has nobody come forward? And they're like all thinking the same thing. Like, come on, this office is small. We all work. We don't want no issues.
Yeah,
I'm like, no. And I'm sorry. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I confronted her very politely. Like, hey, listen, like I put a lot of thought and love into your gift. I'm going to have to give this back to you. I don't know if you gave this to me by mistake. I'm going to hope that you gave this to me by mistake. And I said, if you do this mistakes often, please stop doing it. And guess what, guys? She goes all out even further every year. Now she's walking to other buildings because the whole building knows that she's going to the other building.
She's still doing it?
And Yeah,
You
she's still
damn
doing
right,
it.
boy. She said, "Thank you for the bags. I can use those next year."
That's my hustle,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm snitching on her, and I hope she hears this, and I hope that she knows that everybody knows.
That's
I'm
crazy.
hoping, yeah, we spread the word.
That's a hustle right there,
She
boy.
said, you don't know what's in her heart.
Wow. All right, it's time to vote, yo. Okay, we have the nurse who said another nurse got fired. She was stealing the elderly's credit cards and making personal purchases. That's one. We have Samantha, whose best friend had a tubes tied, but she won't tell her husband because he's trying for a boy. And she said, I ain't getting pregnant again. That's two. We have M, whose friend snuck over her best friend's house, and she had to lie for us so she can hook up with her brother. And then we have 4, Omaris, whose coworker is running the best scam ever. All right, on the count of 3, hold up some fingers here. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Samantha, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sound like you moved to America just now.
That's
weird.
so funny.
What you're talking about.
We know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Brad figured it out.
About halfway through, I'm like, wait a second.
She's like, oh my God. And then she went to the, but see what
I think her accent wore off.
again?
Okay.
That's okay. Don't say anymore.
Okay. You guys got it.
I got you. Benson Boone, Kia Center, September 16th. You are going. And that's all. You just hold on and get some information. So you heard it drop?
Yes. Halfway through, I'm like, I think she lost her accent. I mean, well played because you're trying to disguise your voice.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
Which just makes me believe the story because otherwise it's pretty, maybe it's not true, but.
All right. It is Friday. It is time for the Jeremy Rice Feel Good Friday song.
Now we were talking earlier. We didn't get a big production with this one.
Yeah.
But I did get an email that asked me, did I see it? I said yes. Collectively, we're confused.
Yes. We are.
He said initially, I thought it was cheesy.
Yes, like the other ones were.
It is. Don't worry. And then he said Pope Grimes.
Okay.
There's no intro to it.
And here it is, the Feel Good Friday Jeremy Rice song. If you hate it, let him know. Yeah. Say what? Orlando, it's Johnny Magic. It's time for us to pay your bills and win $1,000.
Enter this nationwide keyword now at XL1067.com. Cash. That's cash.
Your chance to win $1,000 13 times every weekday from 9 to 9. Paying your bills. It's XL 1067.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, Drake's label. I was telling you I was going to give you a little update on Drake and Kendrick Lamar on what's going on. Drake's label says that there's a giant hole in the lawsuit that he's filed over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Remember, they were just talking about the whole pedophile name and all that stuff being dropped. Well, they're basically saying that Drake should have paid closer attention to the Super Bowl halftime show. Universal Music Group filed a motion to dismiss the defamation lawsuit. And in the documents, they point out that Drake or his lawyers made a major misstep when they amended their lawsuit following Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. They're saying that Kendrick Lamar did not even say certified pedophile at the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, so Drake's lawsuit isn't really about Kendrick Lamar calling him that, because what it comes down to, it's about Drake's record label, or both of their record label, promoting that song, which promoted Drake being a pedophile. So that's where it all comes from. Yeah. But there's a little hole in the motion because they mentioned the Super Bowl and how that was played, but it wasn't played.
But Drake's people, I was reading this the other day, Drake's people actually are using the fact that they didn't play it to bolster their case. They're saying, see, even the NFL knew this wasn't going to fly.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to get sued.
Okay.
So they bleeped it out. Not because Kendrick or Universal Music Group made them do it.
Yes.
The NFL, so Drake says that's actually my argument.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so what they're saying is that the reality is the people, the crowd inside the Superdome did the damage itself. They chanted the lyrics, but that's not on Kendrick Lamar himself. That is on the people in the Superdome knowing what the words are and saying it.
Everybody's getting sued.
That's the weakest argument in the world.
I know.
Because Drake's argument is exactly. Yeah, the NFL knew better.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Like that, I wouldn't even argue. I'd say case closed.
Yeah. So Drake,
thank you.
The label, what they're trying to do is throw Drake's own words back at him, reminding him that about 3 years ago, he signed a public petition criticizing prosecutors for using rap lyrics as evidence.
Now that's true.
He was a part of that. He was a part of that petition. So, and that they couldn't use the lyrics or whatever in the criminal case against the artist. So Drake was right then and is wrong now. So, because
he's not suing criminally; he's suing civilly.
Civilly,
Yeah,
yes. So
okay.
This lawsuit is merely an attempt to save face for his unsuccessful rap battle with Lamar, is what they're saying.
He just won't let it go away.
He won't let it go away, but
the damage has been done, though.
It has been done, but it's kind of like, I feel what Brian was saying before. You are going to do whatever you can to prove a point that your own label helped promoting the fact that he said that I was a pedophile.
I don't care which one you like. I honestly think Drake's right in this one. And I give the example of if iHeart had another show down the hall continually saying that it's certified, it's fact, that Johnny Magic is this.
Certified pedophile.
And then I would be like, wait a second, why didn't you guys shut him up?
So what can he win from this? Is it?
I mean, I'm sure there's probably damages attached to it.
Yeah. So
I don't know how you monetize.
Yeah.
Just take the L.
Yeah, I don't know.
Literally.
Well, when you got money and paying these lawyers is not bothering you, for you now it's not about that.
I just feel like, imagine how awkward that is going to your record label and having a meeting with them, knowing that you're trying to sue them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't take it either. Like, I find you had the best diss song, you beat me in the diss thing. You still put out there and signed off on it that I did something I didn't do, and you guys co-signed it.
And the record label's not going to dump him because he makes too much money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So new movies that are out this weekend, Juliet and Romeo. So Jamie Ward, a Danish actress, Romeo and Juliet. So obviously this is an upbeat musical version of
nobody's done that one before.
Well, they switched it up. See, this Juliet and Romeo, not Romeo and Juliet.
Not the same thing.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Yeah, they put her first. Shadow Force, Kerry Washington and Omar Sy leave a shady multinational special forces group after they have a son together.
Okay.
Those are the two movies.
Well, of course they leave him, but they want him back. So you just can't walk away. So you have to fight your way back.
Fight or Flight. Josh Hartnett is in that one. Those are the three movies, and I say Minecraft, Sinners,
and Thunderbolts.
And those are going to be the top three.
For sure. All right, there's some things to do around town, and we're going to fill you in a couple minutes on Johnny's House. 9:13 Friday morning, and Johnny's house expected to be 70% chance of rain and a high of 87, 74 right now. All right, Ray, it's Mother's Day weekend. What's going on?
Yeah, so there's a lot of brunches going on,
sure.
obviously, on Sunday. So if you haven't made those reservations yet, I would do so now.
Or just do it on Saturday.
Or do it on Saturday. But like I know the Alfond Inn, they're doing a brunch buffet for
nice.
moms. Yeah.
Yeah, I checked yesterday. One of my favorite spots still has some spaces.
Oh,
STK. So if you're looking for a spot over at Disney Springs,
Mm-hmm.
STK is a good spot.
Yeah, and I always use Open Table. That's like the best way to go.
And you know who else has a good brunch? I don't know if they have any spots that they did yesterday was Hemisphere, the place y'all like.
Yeah, by the airport.
Over at the airport.
Not by the airport.
In
at
the airport.
Yeah, they're doing free valet, I think, for Mother's Day. It said on Open Table.
Oh, really? Okay.
And there was a few spots left. Yeah.
Okay. But also all weekend long, Lion King at the Dr. Phillips for Performing Arts. That is all weekend long. I know, Nerese, you went and saw it.
Yeah, so good.
Made you cry.
It did.
I've heard that everybody cries during it, and I definitely think I would too. Also Saturday, the Solar Bears round 2 home playoff game. This is the playoff game 3, but Kia Center at 7:00 on Saturday if you want to check them out. Saturday and Sunday over at the Orlando Science Center, they're doing this like colorful chaos, like mess thing for moms and kids.
Okay.
It's like wild science with like foamy eruptions and slimy creations and explosions.
Everything that the kids love.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's from 10 to 5 at the Science Center.
Yep.
Also, Orlando City take on New England on Saturday at the Inter & Co Stadium.
Okay.
Also, Saturday, of course, I mentioned it, Lake Nona, the Wave Hotel. I'm going to be broadcasting from 12 to 2 for the Color of Summer pool
This
party.
is the first one, y'all. Make sure you come out and support.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of like fun activities. But throughout the weekend, like I said, there's a lot of brunches. I would just check out your local farmers market too, because I know that they're doing a lot of like flower bouquets that you can build with your mom and stuff like that.
As creative you are, there's a lot of this is Central Florida, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Just make sure you're planning something for your moms because Mother's Day again is on Sunday. All right, back to it. Playing the game that we love to play, makes enemies and friends. We call it The List. We're gonna play it next on Johnny's House. Man, that's cold to say to somebody, hey, how you doing? No, I'm not here for you, baby. I'm here for somebody else.
But
Sorry.
I mean, it is good to see your face, though.
It's good to see you, but I got to go.
Right.
Benson Boone. Sorry, I'm here for someone else. Listen, we got tickets to give away. Kia Center, September 16th. You got to win them. Now, if you're first time listening, we call this The List. And the reason we call it that is because Brian has a list that he has personally found, and it's usually a top 10 or a top 20 list. We'll give you the topic, and you try to get as close to number one as possible. Now, you closest to number one, you're going to win yourself some Benson Boone tickets. But for us, it's gotten real heated for bragging rights to see who is the best. Now, I'm sitting here with the trophy for the weekly winner because I did win last week. And I have been telling y'all I've gotten a new attitude because Ray was talking all that trash. It ain't even Reese this time. It was Ray.
I think it was just acknowledging things.
You're
It wasn't trash.
Whining.
It wasn't trash talking.
Okay.
It was just acknowledgments.
Okay. Now, I have no authority on where the wheel lands. That the wheel is the wheel and it lands where it wants to land. And now we spin the wheel here to decide who goes first. The crazy thing about this wheel is that Ray has won, was it 5 now? 5?
I mean,
Something
more
like
than
that.
that. Yeah.
5 weeks in a row.
I think there was 1 week off and then she back on.
On. So she's won. And with the law of averages and spinning the wheel, I said to myself, just saying it to myself, not actually making it official, that if Ray was to win the day, that I would walk to work barefooted.
What?
With no shirt on and a thong.
Let's go.
The dramatics that you have.
Well, I mean, that's what Paul Pierce just did
yes.
in the NBA because he said for sure the Celtics would beat the Knicks.
And they lost.
They lost. So he actually did it. He followed
He
through.
did.
Wow. Will you follow through?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, you're such a little B word.
Absolutely not. I said if I was, that's what I would do.
Right, but you ain't saying it.
But I ain't saying
if
it.
he was going to say it.
You scared?
Well, listen. No one wins 5 weeks in a row. So it's no telling. The wheel has been kind of wonky.
It's a digital wheel, too.
Yeah, it can't be wonky.
It can't be fake. It can't be gravity. It can't be weighted. It can't be any of that.
Now, the reason we spin the wheel is that's the person who guests first on the show, which means they get the better guess. Yeah. So if Ray goes first, the way that the room is rotated, that means I go last, which means first the listeners lock in theirs.
Yep.
Then Ray and Narish lock in theirs. And if there's any crumbs left over, I win. Last week I got a crumb and I won that damn thing.
Yeah, you
so
did.
all I do, and then I
got 1 point.
I know I'll spin the wheel again, and I only got 1 point. A point I could have. Now, if I not take a point, how does the point system
You
work?
get 20 for winning,
Yep.
or you can gamble that 20 on a wheel spin that could get you 100.
Now I'm so far behind. I got to spin wheel. It's not. It's
You're
just
not,
no way.
I mean, you're positive this week, so.
So what's the points on the show?
I have 152. Nerese has 130, and you have 91.
Now on the wheel, what's the most you can win?
Today, ironically, you can win 100.
100,
and that would put you, pretty well in a good spot. But today there is a 61 point slot, which would put you tied with Ray.
61 point slot.
Of course there is.
So let's get the part over. Let's see who's gonna go first. Who is spinning the wheel?
Ooh, I hope it's Ray, just so I can watch Johnny melt. Oh my God!
What?
What is this?
Is it me? Is it me?
It's Ray.
Damn, if you were a man of your word, you would be walking in a G-string down I-4 next week. But you're not a man of your word.
Well, first of all, I didn't get my word. I even said that if I was a betting man, and I ain't betting on it. Ray is going first a damn game. Wow. This is unheard of.
This is crazy.
Wild.
It really
do you
is.
want him to remake the wheel? Do you want him to delete it and remake it?
You know what? I'll do a respin. Right?
Oh,
'Cause
oh.
I'll use mine.
Oh, so everyone
Yeah.
gets one respin
Yeah, I'll use mine.
of the order. Johnny's already used his.
And it landed on Ray again.
And it landed on Ray
Not
again.
that there was anything against you, Ray, because you are
Gotcha.
crushing it, but also hold on, let's.
Okay.
I'm glad you did because I was going to demand that you did.
Oh, demand.
All right, are you sure?
You know what? Maybe did I change my mind just now? No, spin it.
All right.
If it's Ray again, that's
Bro, that'd be wild. There we go.
No, it's Nerese this time.
Oh, okay. All right.
So now that puts Johnny second.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
And I'm last.
And Ray
My
last.
thing is, if I wanted to do a respin, I would want it to land on me. So, well, congratulations on using it.
All
you
right.
played it well. You
All right,
played it
let's
well.
go.
All right, now the way it works is if you want to play, you got to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Now, we lock in your guess first, so you get the prime spot of whatever it is. I don't know what the list is. We'll learn once we get off the air. We'll tell it to you. You lock in yours, and we have to guess around you. So if you'd like to play and win tickets to Benson Boone at the Kia Center on September 16th, now it's time to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Once you call, we will tell you what the list is, lock in your answers, and we have to guess around yours. And maybe you guys will get the best ones, but we'll go from there. Again, if you want to play, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We come back, we'll play the list on Johnny's House. Rihanna is Disturbia. She is now pregnant with a third baby. It is 9:35 in Johnny's house. We're playing the list. That's where Brian has gone through the web, and it's usually a top 10, top 20 list, and all you have to do is get closest to number one. And if you do Benson Boone in concert, you are going to be going. Now, we play first in the room for points and bragging rights, and after a respin, and she used the only challenge she had that we have for the year, Nerese did it, and she is going first. So, Brian, if you can, tell everybody what is the list.
Well, it is Mother's Day weekend, so usually I would do something Mother's Day related, but I've already used all the TV moms, movie moms, all that stuff, and some of the other stuff was obscure. So, nothing to do with mom. Well, maybe. It is the kinkiest state in the United States, and they did this by crunching a whole bunch of numbers, including OnlyFans creators, Google searches, like what people are looking for, how many adult stores they have, things like that.
Okay. And Nerese, you're going first, and you're going to say...
Of course. Come on now, the Sunshine State. Come on now. What?
I ain't saying nothing. That's your guess. Go ahead.
What?
Well, she already said it, so that's her guess.
All right.
I'm going to go with Florida.
All right. It is number 8.
Okay.
Number 8.
You know, something told me it wasn't number 1, but I felt safe about it.
Well, you're in there so far.
All right. I'm just going because it's just nasty up there. I'm going to go New York.
New York.
Yeah.
New York is not in the top 10. It actually came in at 13, they said.
What the heck?
Okay, Ray?
Oh, this is hard.
Man.
Nerese might win at number 8. If
Seriously.
Ray don't pull something out here.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to say...
I know. I got another guess. I'm going to see where that lands.
New Jersey. I'm going to say New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, they're dirty up there.
New Jersey is actually the tamest state.
What?
Really?
And I was joking. You guys aren't dirty up there. I was just joking. Don't come at me.
Yes, Jersey is the tamest
So,
state.
Nerese?
Wait a second.
With number 8, Nerese
Holy-
is the winner.
If you can pass that trophy, please.
Okay. Wait, does this mean I get the 20 points unless I spin?
Or you get to spin. It's up to you.
Now,
What's
if you
on
get
the-
the, if you get the
what's on
20, it's 150 to 152.
My
Yes.
heart's racing right
So on the wheel is 100, obviously. We got a 50, a 30, a 61, and a negative 100, and a 0 and a 1.
If I get like a negative 100, I'd be like in the 30, and then we really playing. And then, I'm nervous, but we're going to do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Spin it.
Spin it?
Spin it. We're playing
You said
today.
I wouldn't.
We are playing. Stop.
Saying spin it.
Stop.
Spin it. All right.
Stop.
It's
I've been
spinning.
sitting
Too
quiet
late
in
to
the
take it back
background.
now.
I wouldn't have spent that wheel.
Too late to take it back now.
Let's go. Okay.
She got 30. So she gained 10 points on the
So
spin.
she's... So what?
She gained 30 points.
She
Yeah,
got,
okay,
she got
okay.
one- she
2
got
by 8.
160.
Dang it. Dang it.
I just need a victory.
And you and I haven't had any points.
Yeah, you get no points.
Yeah.
Man.
Come on, big 3
You
So
lose.
Nerese-
Good day, sir.
Nerese is at 160. I'm at 152. And Johnny's at 91.
Dang. All right, so there's no numbers behind these things. So just pick
Oh,
them.
wow.
You didn't put them in.
Well, because only one of them made the list.
Yeah. Which was
So just pick them up.
Make line 3 last.
All right. Okay. Line 3 or line 4?
Line 3. Well,
line 3 is last.
4. Yeah, 4.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, the last one down.
Okay, got it. All right, let's see. From Ocala, Timothy. Timothy, what is the kinkiest state in the United States of America?
I picked Georgia.
Georgia.
Which I don't understand because you had the number 1 choice. No, it's not on the list.
Not on the list.
Oh, wow.
I know, man.
Thank you, guys.
I know. Ain't about 8 people in Georgia, so all right. From Orlando, Anna. Anna, what is the kinkiest state in the United States of America? Anna.
Oh, hey, hello.
I thought that was her.
I know.
Sorry.
Hello. Are you okay? You all right, Anna?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right. So what is the kinkiest state in the United States of America?
I'm gonna go with California.
California.
Yeah, no, they're not on the list, which
Not
is odd. I
on
expected
the
them
list.
to be.
Sorry, you lose, ma'am.
Oh no.
Good day. see you, Anna.
Thank you, bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, and let's go to Hunters Creek and Stewart. Hey, Stewart, what's going on, man?
Stewart.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you guys?
Good, Stewart. The kinkiest state in the United States of America.
I'm going with Texas.
Texas is number 4.
Number 4, congratulations. You are the winner. Got yourself a pair of tickets to see Benson Boone at the Kia Center on September the 16th. Good guess on that.
Thank you.
All right, you hold on. Now I want to hear this.
Now, when you hear number one, you're going to be mad at yourself.
Okay.
Number 10 is Massachusetts.
All right, didn't have that one.
Yeah. Number 9, Alaska.
Did not have that one.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I mean, there's not much to do up there. Number 8 is Florida.
Okay.
Number 7, Montana.
Wouldn't have said that one.
Again, I wouldn't know why. Number 6, Washington.
State?
Yeah. Again,
No.
I don't know why.
I'm saying.
Number 5, Wyoming.
Wouldn't have said that
It
one.
looks like a lot of Midwest,
Yeah.
cowboy states are bored.
All right.
Number 4 is Texas. Number 3 is Oregon. And number 2, I'm not surprised about, Colorado.
I guess.
You know, they got the
wouldn't have said that
weed and
one
all
either.
that stuff up
Yeah.
there. So, and then number 1, I can't believe nobody got this, Nevada.
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as you started heading over to the west side.
Right there.
Like Las
Nevada.
Vegas.
Yes.
Dang it.
Las Vegas
Nevada.
alone. I mean, if it were Las Vegas as a city probably beats all
What
of
the
these
heck?
states.
We are
the heck?
stupid.
I chose between New York and Nevada. I'm like,
New York's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Other than they've cleaned it up a
a
lot.
bit.
Yeah.
But Nevada, I'm like, okay, Nevada. Got Nevada right there.
I totally expected someone to pick Nevada.
Well, congratulations, Arish. You got the trophy.
Thank you.
That was
I genuinely won that. Yeah.
Yes, you did. You
Like,
played it right.
all the way through.
All the way through. It landed on you.
I spanned.
Yeah.
I went. I got it in.
Well done.
I span again.
I can't even talk trash on that one.
No.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And I don't think
Congratulations.
you got none of you guys had Florida, right?
No.
It's
So
just me. Yeah.
yeah, so you would have it would have fallen to you eventually because
Yeah.
I'm so shocked no one said Florida.
Would you have said Florida first,
No.
right?
Me, because
Okay.
I thought Florida been just too easy.
I would have said New York.
I just knew it was going to be in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have said Nevada, so I would have gotten that one right because I know Las Vegas is free.
If I had an OnlyFans, I would have known all that stuff.
Oh, is that
or,
so?
or if I subscribe, man, everybody's in Nevada. All right, let's get out of here. It's 9:41. 9:45. It is Friday, and it's time for us to get out of here. Ms. Ray, what's up?
I just have the kids this weekend, spending some time with them and my family. And then, of course, over on Saturday from 12 to noon, I'm going to be broadcasting live from Lake Nona
Good.
at the Wave Hotel for the Color of Summer pool party. So come and join me.
All right, Nerese.
So I'm going to get ready for this weekend. Got the soccer game tomorrow and then working on my transportation for Sunday. I'm like, y'all heard me talking to my mom. I'm like, do I take Brightline? Do I come back or whatever? So I think I'm going to carpool with a friend just by coincidence. So working on that right now. And then, today's I'll be celebrating my friend Ben, the one that plays the guitar.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing like camping stuff all weekend. So I'll be swinging by today and saying hi and hanging out for his
You
birthday.
going to be camping?
He is.
Oh.
He's doing something with like a group of friends. And I'll
Celebrating what?
by.
His birthday?
Oh,
His
okay.
birthday.
You said celebrating camping. I'm like,
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, I was
sorry.
Like,
celebrate life.
I mean, hey, man, celebrate every day.
I'm just assuming it was National Camping Day.
I was like, so was he celebrating?
I'm just like, hey,
The new Pope?
I like that.
Right on. Whatever.
If somebody ever said, hey, Johnny's gone because he's celebrating camping, it ain't me, y'all.
For sure.
It ain't
It's a
me.
spam.
They done took me.
He's been kidnapped.
I've been kidnapped.
I just didn't want the listeners to be like on a cliffhanger. Ooh, what's he celebrating? I don't know.
Find out Monday.
There's certain things that happen in life I just figured I'm not supposed to know. That was just one of them. I figured somebody else know what celebrating camping is.
I was genuinely curious. I want to celebrate camping.
B, what's up with you, brother?
Nothing, just some stuff to do around here. And then I'm actually going to be back in the building later today. I am doing the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
Yeah, Ray, you've done that one, right?
I have. I love it.
It'll be my first time being on Real Radio ever. Fun fact, I interviewed to intern on the Jim Phillips Show when Jack from that show was one of the producers.
Yeah.
And they turned me down.
Okay.
And then I ended up at
Who's
XL.
going to be on tonight?
Tonight it's me, Jack, and Deb.
Yeah.
Who used to be on XL back in the day.
Oh, she's got some of the best XL stories.
Oh, yeah. I gave Deb her start. It's the craziest thing. Doc was hurt. He was out for like 2 weeks. And I just went on the radio and said, hey, listen, I'm here by myself. Every week, I'm just going to take a caller off the street and come in and sit on the show.
That's fun.
She called up. She came in and the report was there. By the time Doc got back, she was hired. And his first time on the air. And it's the station fault. They didn't tell him what was going on.
Not your fault.
So he came back and we opened the mic and he goes, who the hell are you?
Stop.
And
she was like in her
exactly what
20s.
Doc would say.
And I'm looking around like, dude, they didn't tell you? Tell me what? Dude, she's on the show. What?
Bro, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I love some Deb.
Technically, you hired Deb and hired me.
Yeah.
So, that'll be interesting. So, yeah, today. But I'm also going to be on through the magic of radio because it's in the same building. I'm going to be on magic at the same time.
Good.
So, yeah, I'm going to be hustling today, running back and forth, running back and forth.
Is there anybody else on Orlando radio at that time?
And nobody important. And then tomorrow, I'm going to Billy Idol and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater with some friends to celebrate my birthday.
Very good.
Or celebrate camping, either one.
Yeah.
And there's still some tickets at livenation.com if you want to get them.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, busy weekend.
All right, it's Mother's Day. Celebrate your mothers if you can. Other than that, have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Peace out, everybody. If anybody's still here, I will be down the hall today on Real Radio at 3:00. That's a talk show, so that'll be fun. I get to talk more. And I'm also going to be at Magic at the same time because it's in the same building. So hustling today. 3 radio shows. Boom on. That means today, cumulatively speaking, I will talk to almost 1 million people. Oh, man. Well, plus my throwback show, which I pre-recorded. That's national. So yeah, today I'll probably talk to about 4 million people actually. That's crazy. Mind blown. Anyway, peace out, y'all.